We're gonna reveal your fortune.
My fortune? Why not your fortune?
I don't know, cause you bought it. If I could ever open
fortune cookie.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, they make them very tight.
It's not gonna be like a Henry Cejudo. You just won $1 million. Your next Chinese meal will bring you more cookies. What the heck? Come on, man.
More chicken feet.
I like Henry's better.
Helen Yee here at Bar Tulio's. Always great to be joined by the former UFC bantamweight champion, the one and only Aljamain Sterling. Great to see you here, and I'm super excited because it's a very special day. I get to try your amazing Funk Harbor Rum. I've heard only great things about it.
Thank you. I'm super excited for you to try it.
Yeah, so shall we? What do we have here? Can you explain for the viewers?
Okay, so we have the white rum. Normally Jamaican rum is typically an overproof rum, which is usually like 60%. We wanted to make sure we came out with this a little bit more palatable for the American consumer, the everyday, I don't want to say drinker, but people that like to go out and have a good time, you know? So we came out with this. This is 43%. No additives, no preservatives, no food coloring. So that was the main thing we want to accomplish with this. Vegan friendly, and it's 100% Jamaican, you know? So this one is a workhorse. You can make it for just about any type of cocktail that includes rum. And our aged rum, which is 2 to 5 year. This is a limited edition, hence why there's a number 1 on it. We only made about 6,000 bottles of these, so it's a collector's item, in my opinion. And we'll be coming out with like different seasonal ones as well.
And where can all the fans order it to try it?
You could get it at funkharborspirits.com.
funkharborspirits.com. So first we're going to try this one right here.
Yes, we'll try the white first. Now, the way I typically do it, swirl it around, then you get to smell it.
Sorry, I'm right-handed, so I'm like, wait, are we doing, are you trying the
Nope, limited? I took yours.
Okay.
Now we got it. Okay. There it is. Good catch.
Thank you.
I was just testing you.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm Chinese, I should know.
So I smelled it. I was like, it doesn't smell like the white. So
smells very smooth.
Some people gave me a little bit of flack on the internet, like, why would you name anything funk? So Jamaican funk rum. Yeah. Jamaican rum is known to have a funky profile. Okay. My nickname is also the Funk Master. So it just kind of just made sense. It's a double play on words, you know, and Harbor is where my great-grandparents grew up in Jamaica, the Dry Harbor Mountains.
I love it. Yeah. So cheers to that.
So we're going to take a sip first. You let it sit. This way you can let your palate just absorb the flavors and really taste the notes. And then you can have a whole drink if you want. Or you can just sip it.
Ooh, that's really good. Very smooth. Yeah.
Not bad for a white rum. It's better than Bacardi and Captain Morgan's, I'll tell you that.
I mean, look, don't tell anybody, but it really is, for real. Dang, it goes down very easy, too.
I won't let you get too lit.
You're right. I'm a lightweight, despite, you know, looking pretty heavy. I'm a lightweight.
Yes, so, you know, I'm trying to look out.
I appreciate that. But do you usually pair it with something? Do you have a favorite food to pair it with?
It goes nice with a cigar. Okay. A nice cigar. In terms of food, I mean, you can't go wrong with the classic Jamaican jerk chicken and white rice, jerk chicken, rice and peas, oxtail, rice and peas, white rice, curry goat, plantain, banana, beef patties, all that good stuff.
Bami. Bami.
You've had bami?
Yeah, the sandwich?
No, it's not a sandwich. It's not a sandwich.
I thought you meant banh mi, the Vietnamese sandwich.
No. We have something called bami, but it's not a sandwich. It's not quite a sandwich. It's gonna be really hard for me to explain it. You have to see what it looks like. Okay. It's like a Jamaican dish. We have like that. We have festival. We have fritters. A lot of nice, unique, authentic Jamaican food.
Well, I'm a foodie. I love food. And I wanted to get us a little something.
Okay. What we got in here?
I'll let you open it.
I like
To
snacks.
celebrate the Funk Harbor.
What we got? Let's see what we got. Anything else in here? Okay.
Some snacks while we drink Funk Harbor.
What is this guy? Is this I'm trying to look through the. So it's chicken fingers, chicken foot, chicken feet.
Yeah.
This like Jamaican? We
No,
eat chicken
it's
feet.
Chinese.
We eat chicken feet.
You do?
We eat chicken feet.
Will you eat it?
Will I eat it?
Yeah.
I mean,
It should pair well with Funk Harbor Rum.
I'm here for a good time, right?
We're only here for a good time. Merab tried it.
Yes.
Chinese rice.
Chinese rice? Okay. Wow. Wow, what is this? Oh my god. Usually I eat everything, but I'm not sure if I can eat this. It's a chicken legs. Wow. You like this?
Chicken
We
feet.
make that, chicken feet. We make that. In
You wanna eat one?
Oh, Aljo will eat it?
I just ate. We just let them cook.
We're gonna give it Dennis.
We make it curry though. We make curry chicken fingers.
Oh,
Chicken.
next time I'll bring some for you, Aljo.
It looks a little bit dangerous. Oh, nice. Thank you. So it's a famous in China, this one?
Oh, yeah, it's a delicacy. Chicken feet and black bean sauce.
Okay.
Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yay, bye, Aljo. Have a good night.
Dennis, you want one?
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Oh, they're hopping the wall again.
No, very good.
Yeah, you like it?
I do.
Yay.
Very good. Wow, nice. Very nice.
Well, I'm glad you like it, but I know the fans, they can't wait. They're counting down till with rice. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Do you need a spoon or a fork?
No, not for this, but
Yeah, there's bones. Good. Yay.
Rob tries anything.
Say less. Or maybe tell us more another.
Do we like cheers it? What do we do? So this is Vietnamese?
Chinese.
Oh, Chinese.
Yeah. Cantonese. Actually, it was funny. When I walked in to pick it up, the Chinese servers, they were talking about me in Cantonese, thinking I wasn't Chinese. And then I responded in Cantonese and they like froze.
Damn. Like, gotcha, bitch.
And then they were super nice.
That had to be really awkward.
Yeah. I mean,
What are they saying? Bad stuff?
whoa, she's so big and tall. And then they told the other server.
No.
They told the other server, hey, go there and see how many heads taller she is than you. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what people say in a different language?
About me.
That's the type of stuff they're saying.
Last time I gave that to Merab, we were doing an interview in the hot tub, and you hopped the wall. And I saw recently he was in the hot tub with Sean O'Malley. Why weren't you in there?
I think I was home already. I think I had just left the PI. So that was like super random. I was like, damn, I should have waited. I didn't know that was going to happen. I was like, damn, I should have just hung out for a little bit longer, because it would have just made it that much, like, it would have just made it funnier.
He has a big fight coming up. They have the press conference tomorrow, UFC 316. That rematch, do you think that Sean was the most deserving guy to fight Merab?
Now, you and I both know he's not the most deserving guy. Merab already defended his belt. O'Malley hasn't even fought yet. And I know the O'Malley fan, diehard nut riders are going to say, oh, he just had surgery. Okay. You know, when guys get surgery and they have to fight for a title, guess what happens? Someone else passes them. So it would only make sense. But I still think it's a good fight for Merab. Gets to defend his belt for the second time. I do believe he's going to win again. And I think he might even make it worse. Personally, I think he might make it worse. Especially after going in there with Umar. Now he's having the confidence. He's riding a wave. O'Malley's coming off of a loss, he has to get past that mental battle. And I don't think there's any former champion that has ever won like an immediate rematch. And for O'Malley, this would technically be, I don't say immediate, but it is almost for him. It's an immediate rematch. He didn't have no other competition between. And just based on history, I think the odds are in the favor of Merab. Of course, it's a fight. O'Malley is very skilled, very technical when it comes to striking. So we'll see how the fight goes.
Well, you mentioned Umar. I believe yesterday Petr Yan kind of called him out, saying he wants to fight Umar coming up, whether it's in Abu Dhabi or not. Thank you. Very kind. I was like licking my fingers.
It tastes good. Nah, I saw that. I think that's a fun fight. I know they were I know they were looking to make that matchup before Merab had accepted a fight with Umar.
Yeah.
And now this is a great opportunity. At some point, when you're in the top 5, you got to fight each other. Like, you're going to have to. That's the only way you could get a viable win streak and remove all doubt that you're the next guy in line. And typically, when you get into the top 5, it's usually harder to leave that unless you had 1 or 2 losses against top opposition. Then the UFC is like, okay, I think it's time for you to fight backwards. You know, so I'm just going by the trend of things. But I think that's a fantastic fight. Petr Yan has great stand-up. I got to hang out with him a little bit and break bread with him a bit over in Thailand. That was actually a really good experience. We worked out together a little bit as well.
Do you still have his trophy?
I think I did take it home. And I told Dennis, I was like, you know what, I'm leaving this shit here. He's like, nah, bro, you should bring it back. It's for memories. And I was like, that wasn't a good memory. I got kneed in the head. It was not a good memory. But I took it back. It's actually on my podcast wall. I think that's where I put it. It should be there. But with that said, I think he's a pretty solid dude. A little chippy at the lip, but I think that's just his personality, and I don't mind that. It's just a little different when there's a little bit of a language barrier. The jokes don't come across as easily as it would as like if it was an American guy or an Irish guy like a Conor McGregor making those jokes, kind of a thing. But I think it's a great fight. I'm looking forward to it if it does happen, and like to see how Umar bounces back after having his first defeat mentally and fighting another former champion, perennial contender. I think that's a very tough mind state. There's a lot of obstacles for him to overcome.
Well, speaking of champions, this weekend UFC 314. I know it smells delicious. I'm gonna
fruity, but like a banana. It's nice.
Yeah.
But it's not howlerhead. Respect, but it's not like a overly prominent like banana taste.
No.
But you can smell the fruity notes in it, which is nice.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm about to take another sip. But before I do, this weekend, 314, they had the press conference today. Things got a bit wild on stage. You know, afterwards, Diego Lopes, he and Yair Rodriguez kind of exchanged words. And I know you're now in the featherweight division. Did you catch a glimpse of that?
No, that's interesting, though. You would think because they both represent Mexico, it would be kind of cordial, but I guess not. Now I got to check it out.
Yeah, I guess it has to do with like former or current teammates and teams against each other.
That's spicy.
Very spicy, yeah.
Listen, I'm here to stir up some drama in the featherweight division. It's nice. When I was at bantamweight, man, I could chirp everybody, and most of the guys would interact, so it was fun. At featherweight, it's kind of weird. Like, no one really says anything. Diego's like the first person to, and I don't even know if it was him or his manager. Mm-hmm. I saw his manager. We kind of had like a short eye locking. I was like, I'm not gonna do this right now. I wanted to have a moment where I could actually talk to him, but whatever. So that didn't happen. I was cornering all day, then I came back and watched the fights, and I didn't see him again after that. But it is what it is. With that said, that was the only interaction that I've had at 45, because I would like to drum up some actual interest. Yeah. It just makes it fun. Like, as long as you're not talking about family, you're disrespecting like wives and shit like that, I think it's all fair and game. Love and war. They say, oh, it's fair in love and war, but obviously we're not in actual war, but just make it fun for the fans, and of course between us, because now it's more of like a competition. It's like you say you could do something, it should make you want to go that much harder. and it should make you want to push a bit harder. So even when I'm in my training sessions, I think about stuff like that, and it makes me work harder because now I'm using that. When I'm getting tired, I'm thinking about, okay, my opponent said this or he's doing this. I need to use this as fuel for the fire to really push.
Yeah, well, speaking of fuel, I mean, you're always staying busy but training hard. Do you have someone in mind? Like, was someone offered to you yet for an upcoming fight?
No one's been offered to me yet. A couple of names did come up as a potential possibility, but it was also like, if those fights, I told them straight, I was like, if we fight, it's going to be a very boring fight because I'm not chasing nobody around. I'm not walking into, like, stylistically, it's just not a fun fight. Yeah. And if we have to fight, we have to fight. It is what it is. Like, all respect to the guy, him and the other guy. But yeah, that's just what it is. So I think after this weekend, being that there's 5 featherweight matchups, is going to give us an opportunity to see what's out there and what are the actual realistic matchups that we could possibly have.
Well, who do you think takes home the featherweight title?
And I would like to fight Arnold Allen.
Okay, I just saw him a couple weeks ago.
Is he healthy yet?
We're here in London. The fans want to know, when can we expect for your return?
I'm having a karaoke sabbatical, so I might be back in summer unless I get some big gigs, Maybe some people pick me up, do a little road show with the karaoke and all that. Yeah. But yeah, for now, I'm on the sidelines just singing.
I can't wait that long.
Okay.
I only want to fight him because of the ranking that he has.
Okay.
Other than that, he's a tough fucking fight. But if I'm going to take a tough fight, I'd rather take a tough fight against someone who's ranked high, so I can at least roll the dice against tough opposition and someone that people actually care about. Yeah. He's a very popular name. One of London's, I don't want to say London, one of England's best. I forget exactly where he's from in England. But he's a fun... Is he Canadian? He's not Canadian.
No, he's
English, right?
Yeah.
He's English that trains at TriStar. But it would be a fun fight. I think he's got a tough style. He hits hard. Anytime he's losing on the cards, he just goes nuts. And it just make like Dan Hooker or Max Holloway. He just goes for it. That's a scary fight. I'm not calling him out because I'm like, that's a for sure an easy win. I'm like, no, that's a fucking hard fight. But if I'm trying to fight for a title, I might as well fight someone that's going to get me closer. And I don't think that's a boring fight. I think that's a very exciting fight.
Yeah, I think that definitely is a fan favorite fight. But when you say you can't wait that long, how soon do you want to get back in?
June would be nice before my bachelor party.
Oh, nice. Congrats. Where at?
We're going to Colombia.
Okay. What's wrong with that?
I just know, like, there's people out there that are going to be like, why are you going to Colombia? I'm like,
stem cell treatment?
Why are you going to Mexico? Like, I don't know. Colombia it's not very different from any other place.
It's not like you said, like, Thailand or...
No, people just, I don't know. They just assume, I guess because of the culture. And even that, I don't even want to say that because now people are like, oh, what do you mean about Colombia? I'm like, no, I'm just saying this is what people in the States think.
Where would they expect you to go? Stay in Vegas and party?
I want to save money, and I want my money to go long. I want to be able to afford a nice yacht or boat. It doesn't have to be a yacht. Or boat.
Or jet ski.
Or a jet ski at a reasonable price. And doing that in the States is not it.
Circling back to the fight card this weekend, do you think Diego Lopes or Alex Volkanovski will go home with the featherweight strap?
I'm torn on this fight. I know Volkanovski is in fantastic, like he is in amazing shape right now. I got to train with him when I was in Thailand. Mind you, albeit I was in terrible shape, but I was able to, once I realized he was there, I was like, okay, we're going to be working with him a little bit. I was like, okay, maybe it might be time to like get into some proper shape so we could actually give him some good looks, which I eventually did towards the end, but in the beginning was rough for me. And not in a good way. Like, he beat me up pretty good. But with that said, I think Volkanovski to a decision or via ground and pound. But in the first and second round, I think Diego has the highest possibility of winning. I think once he gets past that, he's going to get tired. And only because I've seen that in previous fights. And I'm not talking shit. It's just that's literally what I've seen. Other people have seen it. But if he can catch him early, test his chin, because we don't know the state of his chin right now after those 2 knockout losses. he could be a new champion. But again, I think Volk knows where he's at. I don't think he's going to be looking to trade punches in the pocket. And if he fights smart and to his abilities, what he was able to show to us, I think Volk runs away with it.
Well, who do you think the soon-to-be former champion, Ilia, who do you predict that he's going to end up fighting?
Charles Oliveira or Islam Makhachev? I don't think they would do Arman. I don't know if that makes sense because then you kill off a contender. I don't know if it makes immediate sense right now, but I think you do Charles or you do Islam. And I don't see a reason why he couldn't fight Islam because, as Islam once said, and I've gone back and forth on this, so I won't lie, but I do think of all the things that Ilia has accomplished, I think it would be a disservice to risk him losing to somebody else, even though I still think he will give a great fight to whoever. But it's like, yo, this is the most compelling fight that I think you can make right now, especially if you're not going to give an automatic redo for Arman Sterling.
But would Ilia pose a huge risk for Islam? Like, do you think he would be the toughest test for Islam at 155 right now?
Well, the first fight with Volk gave him a big surprise. Arguably even won the fight. I watched that fight probably 5 times, and I go back and forth. I'm like, I just felt like Volk won, but I'm not a judge. I don't know if that's biased because I just was hoping for the underdog to win. But just based on what I was watching, I thought Volk did enough to get it 3-2 or maybe even a draw. With that said, I think Ilia Topuria has beaten some of the greatest in unreal fashion, and I think that's undisputable to anybody. And he can wrestle. He doesn't need to do like Volk. Volk's never actually wrestled like traditionally to have that base. Ilia actually has that, even though it was Greco. He has really good jiu-jitsu. It's a very compelling fight. From a stylistic approach, it's just like, well, what does Islam do other than just being the bigger guy? And I think with that, the last time he fought a smaller dude on the first time, it was a very tough fight with Volkanovski. And I feel it's hard because then if he beats him, then I know people are going to say you beat a featherweight. So that's a little unfair. So it's tough. It's going to be a great fight nonetheless, but I do hope they make the Ilia fight.
And lastly, I did hear that you said Playboi Carti's album wasn't good. So who are some of your favorite hip-hop?
It was booty.
Booty. No Diddy, right?
No Diddy. It smells different, right? This the
Oh, yeah. It does.
ex-bourbon cast for this one.
It smells really good.
You could put it in an espresso martini, and I'm telling you, it hits. It's so nice.
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah, that does fucking hit.
It hits like a bourbon whiskey.
Like a truck, yeah.
This one's 44%.
Okay.
43, 44%.
Yeah, it's really good. But lastly, who are some of your favorite hip-hop musicians, hip-hop artists?
I can't keep up with all the new school guys, all their names. But fun artists, lyrical artists, Drake, fun artists, Travis Scott, Future, J. Cole, very lyrical. I think one of the best. My brother, I think he's one of the best from a lyrical standpoint. He might not make the most like club-friendly music, but I think from a lyrical standpoint, if you want something that's going to be a good motivator, I think my brother makes some real good music. Troy Grimes. Kendrick is really nice right now, especially coming back from the abyss, wherever he was. Playboi Carti's old stuff was good. This new stuff is just, I'm just not jocking it. Just not at all.
But for the fans who love you and also love Funk Harbor Rum and can't wait to hopefully watch you get back in there soon, what would you like to let them know?
Hopefully you guys see me back in action June 7th in Newark, New Jersey. I would love to be on the card with Merab and Sharon O'Malley. And of course, hopefully my guy Dennis Bazookia could get on the cards, make it a New York resurgence. Just make it a New York card, man. Bring all the New York boys out, all the East Coast guys. And Thank you for all the love and support, man. It's been a crazy career. I've been with the UFC since 2014. Here we are, 2025, still kicking, and been on the highest highs, some of the lowest lows, but hopefully we get back in the win column in the next one and continue for the quest of gold. I would love to cap my career as a double champion or 2-division champion. That would just be the icing on the cake.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.